If our eating habits are correct, then our digestion will be working perfectly. If we know what to eat, when to eat, which is the best time for eating certain foods, then the digestion will be working good, it will digest everything quickly, it will feel good and light, and such things as stomach pain and bloatedness, heaviness, those things can be avoided by right eating habits. Our digestion is working naturally. We eat some food, it goes to the stomach, and there it is being digested by different processes. We don't know what exactly is happening there in our stomachs, but it is working and it is digesting the food. Everything is being processed by the laws of nature. And if we want to have best digestion, then we should eat in accordance with the laws of nature. And the biggest laws of nature are sun, the day and night. These are the principles that we should take in account. When the day comes, it gets light outside, then we see it's more bright and we get this sun energy, it's more active, and nighttime is more calm and it's dark, it's not the time for eating. So when the day comes, we wake up, we get hungry, we go to eat, we get some food, we work, everything is happening in daytime. And exactly like it is working in daytime, we are working in daytime, so our stomachs as well are working better in the daytime. When the sun is up high in the midday, our digestion will be working the best. The sun is there, everything is happening, everything is active, all the animals are active, humans are more active, and the digestion will be more active. So if you want to have better digestion, so we should eat with the daylight. In the morning, when it gets light, we have some breakfast, and the biggest meal we should have in the midday, because the digestion force will be the most strongest in this particular time. You will have the best digestion if you eat when the sun is high. And when the sun starts to go down, when it's evening, if it is already dark, we should lower the amount of food that we eat. We should have light meals instead of heavy meals, especially if it's just few hours before going to bed. Our digestion will be working very slow. There is not so much energy of digesting. We won't be able to digest all this food if we eat it before night. So try to eat your biggest meals in the mid of the day. Have a smaller breakfast, maybe more fresh fruits, and smaller dinner, maybe fruits or vegetables. And in the lunchtime you can have the biggest meal, and it will get digested much better than if you eat a big meal before going to bed. Then as well, we should know which foods are better for which time. For example, in the evening, we know that digestion is working not so strong, it's not being digested so good as in daytime. So we should avoid foods that require hard digestion. And these foods are, well, of course, the animal products like meat and other things like that. It is not recommended at all to eat these products. And then what we should avoid in the evening is probably grains. Grains take much more time to digest comparing to, let's say, potatoes or some other or vegetables or some fruits. So grains are quite heavy and we should avoid eating. If we have a chance, we should avoid. It will improve our digestion and we will feel better. The best is to eat grains in the midday, like rice and pasta and other grains. To have the biggest meal, the most calorie dense meal, have it in lunchtime. Have a good breakfast, some fresh things, something light, and then in the lunchtime your digestion will be working most strongest. It will be working perfectly in the maximum amount, and then you should have the biggest meal of your day, the biggest portion, giving you the most calories. And during few hours after the midday, it will be digested very well, and in the evening your stomach will have processed most of that what is necessary to be done, and then we can have some small meal or maybe no meal if you don't need, if you don't want. And these are one of the laws about the sun. Another things is to improve your digestion. We should avoid eating between the meals. We should have those 3 meals a day, maybe 4 if you want. It depends on everybody, but we should avoid eating many meals during our days. If we will have each meal with a distance of 4 or 5 hours, let's say that you eat breakfast at 9 o'clock, or let's say 8 o'clock breakfast, and then 12 o'clock you can have your lunch. Then the digestion will be working very good. It will be digesting one meal and the stomach will be ready for the following meal. But if you keep eating more in different times, the digestion will be working, but it will not be working as good as it could be working. And then after 12 you can have your next meal, the dinner meal, at 5 o'clock, and it is a good time. It is good time in accordance with going to sleep. Then before going to sleep, if you have 4 or 5 hours, then it will be the best results for your digestion. You will feel the best when you wake up in the morning next day. And if you eat your dinner at 5 o'clock in the evening, then in the morning your digestion, your stomach, it will feel very good. It will feel empty. It will not be any bad feelings in your stomach. But if you eat your meal if you eat your meal like in the evening just before going to bed, or like 1 hour before going to bed, and if you eat a big meal, like a lot of cooked food, a lot of different things, heavy meal, then for sure you will not be feeling so good. And we should avoid such things. We should concentrate more on eating in daytime. We should eat the biggest amounts in daytime. We should plan for ourselves that I need to eat, and what is the best time for us to eat. It's morning, daytime, okay, evening. And we should avoid eating in the late evening. It is not good, it is not healthy for you. The digestion in the nighttime is very low, and the food in your body is not being digested so well, and it can cause you many different problems that for sure will not be good. So these are the few basic tips that we should follow. Eat with the sun, live with the sun. The sun energy gives us the digestion power. Automatically, when everything is brighter around us, nervous system and all the mechanism in our body, naturally when we see light, many things are happening in our body. We don't really know what is happening in our bodies. We can't really say what exactly is there happening, but naturally it is happening. So when we have more sunlight, our digestion will be working much better. It will be working hard, working stronger, and it will be better to digest food during daytime. So peace. See you later.